Good morning from a wet and windy Bristol down in Somerset in the southwest of England. I'm hoping you're all well and keeping well, okay, and stuff, and enjoying your life and playing plenty of chess. This game I'm bringing you is a remake of one I've already done. I will be doing this on several games because some of them I've gone back and looked at them and I've made some mistakes and errors, and so I'm going to try and correct all that and remake them, make them much better. So I'm a bit more experienced at this stuff now, and at the beginning I was new at it. So here we go. I was white. Mathew Wilson is my opponent. Mathew D.J.Jnr. Wilson. He's a youngish man. He's not that old. In his 20s. When I played him about 7 years ago, I'm sure he was in his 20s. But he would be in his maybe 30s now. Or late 20s, one of the two. Now, Mathew was rated about 1908 in this game. And I was 1878. Not much in it, but a little bit. In old money, I was 157 and he was 161. That's how when the ECF ratings used to be in England. English Chess Federation. So, on with the game. So, I'm playing white, Mathew's black, and this is where it went. I played d4, and he started with knight f6. e3, e6, bishop d3, c5, which is perfectly normal. This is what is played often. So I play c3, which is correct move to defend that and give myself a chance to move my bishop back, but stay on that b1, a7 diagonal. d5, knight d2. This is to keep him out of the e4 square with his knight, because once he's got the knight there, if we did an exchange before I played that knight there, with bishop takes knight, he'd have a pawn on e4, and that would be a very difficult pawn to deal with. So it would prevent me from playing knight f3. So he played bishop d7. Don't see that very often. Usually it's knight c6. And I played f4. And this is your ideal. What I've played is the Dutch defence in reverse with playing with it from white with the extra move. It's a very solid defensive situation with black, but you actually get an extra move with white and you can turn it into a really good attacking system. It's really one that a lot of youngsters are taught to play because it's a safe opening and it's quite mechanical, quite easy system to learn. And once you understand it and play it, it's not that easy to break down. And you get a good chance with it. So, I played knight f3 from g1. So I'm keeping that grip on that e5 square, not allowing him to push that pawn on. And now he's played queen c7, preparing to do just that, I think. So I went in there with my knight first before he can push this pawn. So then if he does play knight takes knight, I can retake with the pawn and I've got a very solid centre. And he's taken on d4 with his pawn on c5. So I retook with the e pawn, not the d pawn, because I don't want to take with the c pawn, because after knight b4 I've got to move the bishop, or he can go bishop to b4, pinning the knight to the king. And no, I don't like that at all. I always like to go e takes d. I think it's better. So he's played g6. He's going to fianchetto his bishop. Looks like he's going to castle kingside. So already it's given me a chance to prepare my kingside attack, which is what this opening is all about. White attacks down the kingside and black tends to attack, pushes pawns down the queenside. Mathew hasn't done that in this game. So I castled, and now I've got a ready-made attack. The ideal is to get the queen onto e1, out to h4, then you got rook f3 and get behind the queen on h3 with the rook, things like that. And you got a bishop and knight bearing down on the what would have been the h7 pawn, but in this case it'd be the g6 pawn. Bishop g7. There we go, queen e1. Now he's gone out h4 with the queen. I don't understand that, because if I want to, I could just play g4. But I guess he can play bishop takes knight or knight takes knight. So anyway, I'm going out of my queen first and carry on with my attack as normal. And see what he does, whether he play bishop f6 or not, which would not be a really good move. So he's castled. So I attacked the knight straight away, and he's gone back. So that was good. I gained a tempi from this. My attack is looking good now. I've got a slight advantage. A little bit more than slight. I've got an advantage. You could say I've got the initiative, which I hope will lead to a strong advantage. Rook f3. So this is the plan, as I said earlier, is to bring up my rook, uplift it to f3, get behind the queen, giving me a good attack down the queen side. He's gone queen to b6. Okay, well, he has played this, I guess, because I won't be able to get my bishop out of there for a while, because I would drop the b pawn, and after I played rook h3, the knight on d2 later would go there, but not while he can play his knight into e4. So what I did was play knight to b3, just to shield that b pawn, and to prevent him from going knight a5, which I can just swap off then, because he'd want to bring that knight into c4. But more likely he's going to swap in the centre, because I got an excellent knight there. It's a beautiful knight. So he did just that. He took the knight with his knight. I retook with my f pawn, making him move the knight away, and he went into the centre. It's a very strong knight there, and I have to do something about that. But first of all, rook across to h3, threatening checkmate on h7. He has to meet this, and he played f5, giving himself an escape square with his king. So what did I do? I played bishop takes knight, because like I said, it's a dangerous knight. When you get an opponent that's got his knight onto e4, he's covering an awful lot of squares, and it's very, very dangerous. If he was to have played bishop takes h5 with his bishop, it would prevent me from playing pawn takes bishop, because the pawn is pinning against the king on g2 from the queen on b6. So he took this with his d pawn. He took the bishop with the d pawn, and he still got this bishop takes pawn on at some point. Now I could move my king out of the way, but that is slowing down my attack. It would give him time to get away. So I've gone queen takes h7 check. He's gone to f7, and now my queen would be lost if I moved anything but the queen or the rook. So you can play rook to h8. So I could play bishop h6, and then he would probably have to defend it with his rook on g8. The only problem is I can't get my queen out once that happens. I'm not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. I'd have to exchange, then he takes to the rook, and what do I get? Nothing from that. But the right move to play here is rook h6. I'm now attacking his g6 pawn, and he has to do something. He's in trouble here, because all he can do is maybe attack my queen, but he cannot defend this pawn. he's got no way of defending it. So this has given me a really strong advantage, given me a winning position now, I think. So he's played his rook across to h8. I don't think he can think of doing anything else really. So I took the pawn on g6 check. I do think maybe he could have played rook g8, just defending the bishop. But anyway, I took the pawn, checked him, and he's gone back to g8. So the pin is still on, but he cannot take that rook with his rook, because after bishop takes rook on h6, it would be mate next move. Oh, well, nearly mate. He'd have to go king to f8. No, queen takes g7, that's it. So, I played rook takes rook, king takes rook, and now queen to h5. Very important, because I have to get him back onto that g8 square. Got to get him on g8, keep him there, and he cannot bring his rook across while that king is on the back rank. And this gives me a chance to advance my pawn. There you go, king g8, and then just push the pawn on. That's the move. That's the one, because I can get that to g6, and then I think I can get him. So he's done that, what I said earlier, bishop takes pawn, which he probably thinks I didn't see, but I seen it all right, but it won't save him, because after g6, I'm threatening mate in two moves. Queen h7 check, and when he moves king to f8, then queen to f7 mate. So he's gone back with the bishop to prevent me from mating him in two. And I've checked him, and he's moved his king to f8. So he has somewhere to run, but he's probably going to drop this bishop in the process. So what I did was played bishop h6. It's not a problem, because if he takes it, it's mate on f7. But what else can he do except maybe run with king to e7, which is what he should have done. But instead he took the bishop, and I checkmated him. He seemed a bit shocked. He didn't realise it was a mate. So he thought I was just going to play queen takes bishop and then push the pawn on, which is probably still running alright, no problem. But there you go, that was a game with Mathew Wilson. It was pleasing to win this game, as I'd lost to him in the first time we met, when he outplayed me. But on this occasion it was the other way around. I outplayed him, and it left us with one win each. We haven't played since. I mean, I don't play that much now, but I probably wouldn't meet him anyway, because he's a Division 1 player now, and I don't play for anyone in Division 1. Last time I played was a year ago in the league, and I was playing sort of lower down on a low board, because I just haven't played that much. So thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this game, and I'm glad to have remade it and made it into a better video so you could enjoy it. So thank you very much, and look forward to you later to showing you another game. Thank you. Bye.